Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad that you are here. I just want to start out by apologizing again about this deleted eyebrow tutorial. I have no idea what happened, but I promised that I would refilm and repost, and so I have. I just want to start out by saying, if you watch this and you watch other tutorials on how to do your eyebrows and you don't get it right away, don't be discouraged, because I have had my trials and tribulations as well. But I did not let that stop me. I kept practicing and practicing until I got it. I remember sending a friend a picture of myself after having done my makeup. We went on a trip one time and they were all doing their makeup. And I'm like, oh my goodness, like, I'm just over here plain Jane. So I came home and I started practicing, and I sent her the picture, and she was so sweet. She didn't tell me how bad I looked. She was just like, oh, okay. But eventually I got it. So, you know, just take it in stride, keep practicing until you get it, and you too shall get the concept. Also, please understand that this is the version of how I do my eyebrows. This does not necessarily mean that you have to do your eyebrows the exact same way. Makeup is an interpretation of what you like and what you are feeling. So if you like some of the techniques that I have used and you prefer to just take some of the techniques and do what you please with your eyebrows, and that is a-okay. That is the purpose of a tutorial, to show you how I do what I do and let you put your spin on it. So with that being said, if you are interested in seeing how I achieved these brows right here, then just please keep watching. So to do my brows, I'm going to use two different pencils. I'm going to use a drugstore pencil, which is the Milani Easy Brow in dark brown, and I will also be using the Anastasia of Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in the color dark brown as well. The reason that I'm using two different pencils is just to show you that you don't have to have a name brand pencil. You can get a $6 pencil from the drugstore and it will work just as well. By the time I'm done doing my brows, you honestly won't really be able to see a difference. So I'll be starting out with the drugstore pencil, which is this one right here. And I start out by brushing my brows first to make sure they are going in the same direction and they are smoothed out. And after they are smoothed out to my liking, I then go into the pencil portion and I start to draw the baseline for my eyebrow. So I'm just going to draw the line how I want it to go. You have the option of changing the shape of your brow if you want to, but if you choose not to, that's fine. I won't be changing the shape of mine today. And then after I've drawn the base, I go ahead and I start to lightly fill in my eyebrows. Now, because I have more full brows, I don't do a lot of filling in. And if you have more full brows, I would advise you against doing a lot of filling in as well. Light strokes will be sufficient. And after I'm done with my filling in, I'm gonna go to the top and I'm gonna draw the line for the top of my brow. And when I get to the middle here, where the arch is, I'm going to start to slant downward and connect the top line to the bottom. Once you've done that, you can look, assess, make sure it's like how you want it to be. If it's not, then you can go back in and fix. If it is, then from that point on, you should just go ahead and lightly brush out the work that you've done so far, which is what I'm going to do now. And then a lot of the times you'll end up going back and fixing things once both brows are on, because let's face it, your brows are never going to be perfect. They're never going to look identical, but after you have them both drawn on or both filled in, you can go back and get them as close as you want. So that brow is done. Now it's time to move on to the left brow and use our Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. So I'm going to start out with the same process, going ahead and brushing them out. Once it's brushed out, I'm going to again do my baseline, fill in anywhere where there's any sparse hairs so everything looks nice and even. In this eyebrow over here, I have a scar in my eyebrow, so I have to fill that area in, and down in this eyebrow I had a little hair missing from the bottom, so I filled that in as well. I'm going to draw the tail like I did on the other brow, do my slight filling in, and draw my top line. Get to the middle, do the downward angle, and connect the top line to the bottom line. From there, if you'd like, you can extend the tail a little bit, just so it has a little length to it. That's what I'm doing right now. Now, like I said, once both brows are on, you will be able to see whatever difference there is, and you can go back and fix it accordingly. So I'm just brushing this brow out, and I do see something that I want to fix. This brow seems like it's a little bit thicker than its sister, than the other. So I'm going to go back in and fix this bottom part right here. And now I feel like they are a lot more equal. But of course I can't leave it like that. I have to blend it. And the way that you blend your eyebrow is by doing the brushing, the light strokes. And you can use the warmth of your finger as well to help out with the blending process. Now, once everything is drawn on and filled in the way that you want it, it's time to carve everything out, make sure it's nice and neat. So for that, you will need a small brush. I'm going to be using this brush right here. And also using my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the number 20 Sand Sable. Putting a little bit of product on the brush like so. And you can start from the middle of your brow or from the end of your brow when doing the fixing. It's just your preference. It's all going to come out the same. I'm going to start from the front and work my way back. And make sure you do not interfere with the line that you drew at the bottom. You're going to use that as your guideline. Repeat the same process. Some more product. Oops. Some more product onto the brush. And then go to your brow and carve it out. I forgot to mention in the beginning that I also have a need for a blending brush. You can use whatever kind you want. Today I'm going to use my travel size Eco Tools blending brush, and I also need my foundation because I don't like to use concealer at the top of my brow. Like I said in another one of my videos, I just feel like it's more natural when you use your foundation to blend in and carve out the top of your eyebrow. So I'm going to be using my Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless in the number 322 Warm Honey. Going into my handy dandy cap again, right here. Picking up some product, same as before. And instead of doing my bottom brow, I'm going to move on to the top of my eyebrow and do the same thing. Just carve out what you did. Don't mess up the line. Follow it precisely, and then you just blend it. Same thing for the next brow. Pick up product with the same brush. If you prefer to use a different brush, you can. But I'm going to be using the same brush. Can you see? My eyebrows are almost done. The last step is blending out where your eyeshadow is and your concealer, but not foundation. where your eyeshadow and your concealer are, because you don't want any sharp lines. You want it to be nice and gradient. And our brows are all done. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed, and I also hope that you have the most wonderful day ever.